Pre-existing conditions. The phrase is dominating the airwaves this election season.
In tonight's latest Target 8 fact check, we're breaking down why this phrase could sway some voters. KMUH's Monica Harkins is here in the studio with more.
A new ad industry report shows healthcare is the #1 topic for political ads in Missouri. In today's fact check, I'm covering yet again an anti-Hawley pre-existing conditions ad. But what's attention grabbing? 2 different super PACs are backing the otherwise identical ad.
Hawley is lying to us again.
We've seen multiple variations of ads zeroing in on this.
Claiming to support pre-existing conditions while backing a lawsuit to end them.
Which KMUH News has already reported is true. Look, the ad I'm referencing today is even playing under sponsorship of 2 different super PACs.
He's lying right to our faces. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad. Josh Hawley, he's lying right to our faces. Women Vote is responsible for the content of this ad.
But is he lying? It needs context. Hawley's trying to take down the Affordable Care Act on the basis of unconstitutionality, which would end the measures included in the act, like pre-existing conditions coverage. Later, I'll explain Hawley's plan to address pre-existing conditions. I sat down with an MU insurance law professor to see if it's fair to say Hawley is lying.
I don't have any way to know what Attorney General Hawley is thinking about this. I mean, the fact is the lawsuit that the Attorney General's brought would eliminate the pre-existing condition protections, and that's just a fact.
And talk about healthcare isn't going away. Across the nation, political ads on healthcare are dominating airwaves, according to the Wesleyan Media Project. In Missouri, there were almost 20,000 political ads. 48% were about healthcare, and 22% mentioned the Affordable Care Act or health reform specifically. But is Hawley getting too much flack for this specific issue because he hasn't been in the public eye for very long? MU political science professor Pevril Squire says it's more about the Democratic Party's strategy.
Yeah, the Democrats are using pre-existing conditions concerns around the country. And certainly this is one issue that works clearly to the Democrats' advantage here in Missouri.
Last week, Hawley wrote in an op-ed for the Springfield News Leader his idea for pre-existing conditions coverage if the lawsuit he is backing successfully repeals the Affordable Care Act. He calls it a federal insurance guarantee. Insurers will be required to offer the same deductible for patients with pre-existing conditions and for those without. The government would then pick up the slack when a claim exceeds the patient's coverage. And in turn, the insurance companies would be required to pay the government most of the premiums they collect. But keep in mind, this is all hypothetical. In the studio, Monica Harkins, KUMU 8 News.